Hey everybody, welcome back to some more DVD unboxing videos, and today is another comedy movie. Depending on how you look at it, it could be comedy or a bit of a scary touch to it, but the movie that I'm talking about is A Haunted Mansion, starring Eddie Murphy. And I think me and David will both agree that this is basically like a comedy movie. I wouldn't really call it a horror, but it does do those eminent elements that would suggest that. And there are some scenes that would scare a child back in the day, but then it makes up for it with the comedy humour. As you can already tell, it's Eddie Murphy, so it's going to be great. And I just realised now, it's from the same studio that brought you Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if you can make that out because of my light, but it's right there at the bottom. And again, like as always, this was from my Poundland pickup video, so again, the trademark's going to be the same. It's a refurbished one. It's not brand new, but again, that doesn't really matter. It's still sealed, so it's something for me to unbox. And I've got a DVD cleaner, so if anything does go bad with this disc, I can just easily repair it. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's just take a second to admire the front cover on this one. Blimey, that is a lot to take in. Like, out of all the DVD covers I've seen, this is by far one of my most favourite ones. Eddie movie, of course, and with the Disney one, obviously they brought you Pirates of the Caribbean, and for a long time I didn't know Disney did the Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, I was so confused and baffled when I first found out about that. I was thinking, wait, Disney did Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, so many people underrated this movie. For mixed reasons. Like, some people didn't know whether it was going to be a horror take or a comedy, because it's very hard when you look at Eddie Murphy in films. Like, he's a bit of both. Like, he has the comedy side, but he does so many different films that are action and serious. Like, people always assume that when you see a haunted mansion, they, by the title alone, that gives you the horror aspect. And when you see Walt Disney, it's like, well, it can't be that much scary because it's Walt Disney. So, and you've got Eddie Murphy, you know it's going to be a comedy. So people gave it mixed reviews based on that, and it was so underrated back in the day. Like, it had a VHS release, DVD, Blu-ray. Don't know about 4K, but I got the DVD one. David got the Blu-ray one. We watched the Blu-ray one around here. But blimey, it's one of those movies where you have to watch. Like, after so many times of seeing it, like, it's so good watching it again after all these years. And yeah, the special effects they used back then, well, they were good. Like, don't get me wrong, back in the day, they were astonishing. And then you compare them up against now, they're like, meh, nothing. Like, people can do that in basic editing software. But at the time, like, that was amazing, like the best. And then just pretty much next to that, and it's so small writing, but blimey, okay, this is the bonus features, or special features, whatever you want to call it. So at the top we have the Haunted Mansion secrets revealed. Then we get an anatomy of a scene, the ghost in the graveyard, which I guess is behind the scenes how they did it all. Then we get the Disney's DVD virtual ride, the Haunted Mansion. If you don't know, it is basically from a first-person camera perspective of going around the ride. They did it with Jurassic Park or Simpsons one, and so on and so on. So it's nothing special, but if you can't go to those rides and you're missing the action, then I guess that will do it for you. Deleted scenes, outtakes reels, Raven Superstition music video, audio commentaries, which are quite nice actually, and enhanced computer DVD-ROM features. So basically what that implies is you put the DVD into your PC and you have games on there. And weirdly enough, and I'm just like trying to probably read this, and I'm going to move it closer to the camera just so that way it's not blurry for you guys. The history of the Haunted Mansion attraction. Morphing Ghost Host Maker, which basically just makes me want to watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers at this point. Photo galleries, desktop animated, wallpapers and screensavers, enhanced visual mansion tour. Why not put it on the disc? If the features are already there, wouldn't it make sense playing it from the DVD? Why should I take an extra step to go into my computer to then, weirdly enough, I can't believe this, weirdly enough, go into my computer to watch these things? It's such, like, most of these don't even access like to any games or nothing. Like, you just be watching another video. Right, since I just spent about a decade talking and rambling on, let's get straight into this one real quick. Just by taking this off. There we go. Brilliant. And now the moment of truth. Oh, and I forgot as well. Red case. Yep. Rarely see red cases anymore. Oh, I love red cases. Most people hate them, but I love them. And then obviously the 10% off at Magpie. Alright, now on to the actual DVD. Let's look at this nice art style. Like, pretty much, yes, you could say it's the front cover, but it's a bit more than that. They went out their way to not just like copy it, they did, but they actually rearranged it. So you don't get this nice tablet stone bit in the background. You get the haunted house and most of the characters around the screen. So you've got Eddie Murphy and all the talking stoneheads. It's really good how they actually worked with the space they did, and they did something with it. Like, there was so much potential with something going around, and they utilised it here. And the logo down the bottom, which, to be fair, I prefer it when the logo's at the bottom, because then you can present more on the top bit. Of course, they filled that gap with Eddie Murphy, but they could have just put Eddie Murphy. Like, they didn't really need to include the name, because he's right there. And I always love now, like, since renting wasn't allowed anymore, they had to put not for rental on every single DVD. To a point, it's quite annoying, but at the time when you couldn't afford DVDs, renting was an option. But yes, that was The Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy for DVD. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I did. If you did, please remember to show your appreciation by liking the video. Leave a comment, let me know your feedback, what other stuff should I do for the channel and stuff like that. And as well, if you're new and you want to keep up to date, please subscribe and turn on post notifications by ticking that bell icon so you never miss out on all the action. And I'll see you next time, but until then, take care.